Greetings, enlightened viewers. I am Fiona from the beautiful and proud United States of America. I am thrilled to share a little about my hometown, Washington, D.C. with you. Washington, D.C. is the capital of the United States, known for its historic sites, picturesque green spaces, and rich cultural and political significance. In the middle of our city is the National Mall, which houses a number of iconic landmarks and museums, such as the Smithsonian Institution Building, the Lincoln Memorial, the Washington Monument, and the United States Capitol. It certainly is a joy to live here, and I join my talented and generous American co-citizens in wishing you good fortune and happiness every day. We are grateful to have you with us today on our program entitled The People's President, His Excellency Donald J. Trump, a beacon of peace and hope, part 1 of 2. Courageous leaders have graced our planet with a sole purpose to make the world a better place. On January 20th, 2017, one such figure, His Excellency Donald Trump, a laureate of a Shining World Peace Leader Award and Shining World Leadership Award for Compassion, was inaugurated as the 45th President of the United States. During his presidency from 2017 to 2021, President Trump made extensive accomplishments with significant influence, implementing strategies and legislation to promote global peace, create economic prosperity, and ensure the well-being of American and the world's citizens. Our most beloved Supreme Master Ching Hai, vegan, once said to us, "America needs him. He loves to help his people. The world wants him. He loves to conserve world peace. He should be president multiple times, like some previous presidents in the history of the United States of America." One of the most notable characteristics of His Excellency Donald Trump's presidency was undoubtedly his strong love for his nation and its citizens. In his State of the Union address, President Trump spoke highly of the American people.
Americans fill the world with art and music. They push the bounds of science and discovery, and they forever remind us of what we should never, ever forget. The people dreamed this country. The people built this country. And it's the people who are making America great again. As long as we are proud of who we are and what we are fighting for, there is nothing we cannot achieve. As long as we have confidence in our values, faith in our citizens, and trust in our God, we will never fail. Our families will thrive, our people will prosper, and our nation will forever be safe and strong and proud and mighty and free. Thank you, and God bless America.
As Commander-in-Chief, President Trump was devoted to establishing peace and stability around the globe. His dedication to preventing and resolving conflicts garnered him several Nobel Peace Prize nominations, including one earlier this year in 2024 by the New York U.S. House Representative, the Honorable Claudia Tenney, who cited the historic and all-important Abraham Accords Declaration. The Abraham Accords are an invaluable series of bilateral agreements between Israel and the United Arab Emirates, Bahrain, Morocco, and later Sudan to help normalize diplomatic and economic ties between the countries. In a statement to Fox News Digital, the Honorable Claudia Tenney explained,
Donald Trump was instrumental in facilitating the first new peace agreements in the Middle East in almost 30 years. For decades, bureaucrats, foreign policy professionals, and international organizations insisted that additional Middle East peace agreements were impossible without a resolution to the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. President Trump proved that to be false.
Congressperson Tenney went on to say,
the valiant efforts by President Trump in creating the Abraham Accords were unprecedented and continue to go unrecognized by the Nobel Peace Prize Committee, underscoring the need for his nomination today. Now more than ever, when Joe Biden's weak leadership on the international stage is threatening our country's safety and security, we must recognize Trump for his strong leadership and his efforts to achieve world peace. I am honored to nominate former President Donald Trump today and am eager for him to receive the recognition he deserves.
President Trump's foreign policies have long been devoted to establishing peaceful relations with and amongst our international neighbors. He was the country's first president in decades to not start a new conflict. In 2018, President Trump met with dear respected comrade Kim Jong-un in Singapore in what would be known as the Singapore Summit. This historic milestone marked an unprecedented meeting between a leader of the Democratic People's Republic of Korea and the United States. The summit also initiated important dialogues of peaceful relations and denuclearization of the Korean Peninsula. President Trump's tireless efforts for reconciliation between Seoul and Pyongyang garnered him a Nobel Peace Prize nomination in 2018 by the Honorable Christian Tybring-Gjedde, a member of the Norwegian Parliament. President Trump was the first sitting president to enter the Democratic People's Republic of Korea's demilitarized zone, marking a monumental milestone.
Good to see you again. I've never expected to meet you at this place. Do you feel, Excellency, take a step forward? You will be the first U.S. president to cross the border.
In the Balkan region, President Trump strengthened peace by facilitating economic normalization between Serbia and Kosovo. He further negotiated a deal for Kosovo to have peaceful and economic ties with Israel. President Trump's dedication to global peace has been unwavering since his first day in office.
I will fight for you with every breath in my body, and I will never, ever let you down.
We have a president who actually fulfilled the promises he made during the campaign, securing the border to foreign policy.
He now has a record as president that's pretty damn impressive.
The only crime that I have committed is to fearlessly defend our nation from those who seek to destroy it. The more that a broken system tells you that you're wrong, the more certain you should be that you must keep pushing ahead. They want to take away my freedom because I will never let them take away your freedom. They want to silence me because I will never let them silence you. They're not coming after me, they're coming after you, and I just happen to be standing in their way, and I will never be moving. On November 5th, 2024, justice will be done. We will take back our country, and we will make America great again.
Welcome back to the People's President, His Excellency Donald J. Trump, a beacon of peace and hope, part 1 of 2. Another highlight of President Trump's leadership was that our nation enjoyed a prosperous economy. The unemployment rate in the United States dropped to its lowest in 5 decades at 3.5%. By bringing factories and industries back to the U.S., President Trump helped create over 1.2 million manufacturing and construction jobs. As such, income for middle-class families rose around $6,000 US. The president additionally bolstered the nation's economy by striving to make America energy independent. The United States even became a net energy exporter for the first time in almost 70 years. Through President Trump's energy policies, most American families experienced an annual savings of $2,500 US due to lower electric and fuel prices. Another significant achievement during President Trump's term was that not only did he provide more jobs for the American people, he implemented the largest tax reform package in history, the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act. This legislation yielded much-needed tax relief to millions of working and middle-income Americans. By doubling the standard deduction and child tax credit, hardworking Americans were given more money in their pockets to provide for their families. The Tax Cuts and Jobs Act also had a positive impact on education. It enabled parents to utilize up to $10,000 US from a 5 to 9 education savings account to fund their children's public, private, or religious school K-12 education. President Trump's tax reform had remarkable outcomes, including the reduction of the corporate tax rate from a staggering 35% down to 21%. As a result of the tax decrease, over 400 companies offered either wage increases, new hiring, new investments, and/or other benefits. Companies in America were therefore able to retrieve more than $1.5 trillion US in profits from overseas. President Trump also created the very first White House position focused on the fight to end the human trafficking that occurs across the nation.
My administration is putting unprecedented pressure on traffickers at home and abroad, and we are freeing innocent victims at every single turn. I was proud to be the first commander-in-chief to attend a meeting of the President's interagency task force established by the Trafficking Victims Protection Act of 2000. In November, I was also the first president to sign an executive order to establish a task force on missing and murdered American Indians and Alaska Natives. Just signed it. And this has a very special focus on women and girls. That's an incredible thing that's been happening. We look forward to launching these principles in the coming months, and we will not rest until we've stopped every last human trafficker and liberated every last survivor.
His Excellency Donald Trump's love for his country and its citizens and his determination to uphold the core values of humanity are evident in the legislation he executes and the causes he supports. He was the first president ever to attend the March for Life, a pro-life demonstration, and has often spoken about the importance of human life, regardless of age.
We cannot know what our citizens, yet unborn, will achieve, the dreams they will imagine, the masterpieces they will create, the discoveries they will make. But we know this: every life brings love into this world. Every child brings joy to a family. Every person is worth protecting. And above all, we know that every human soul is divine and every human life, born and unborn, is made in the holy image of Almighty God.
We thank all-merciful God for those world leaders such as President Trump, guided by divine light. Luminescent viewers, thank you for your devoted company today. Join us again on Sunday, August 4th for the People's President, His Excellency Donald J. Trump, a beacon of peace and hope, Part 2 of 2.